Welcome, I'm Petra. We're going to talk about twin flames, the three best ideas to come together. You and your twin flame, maybe you already know who they are, maybe you're still on the journey knowing that this exists, but who are they? Whatever your situation is, the first or the last option, you want to come together. And it's really possible because although this phenomenon can sound pretty unbelievable, it is really true. Actual, factual, material, physical, and able to be manifest in your daily life. So, how do you make that happen, whether you know them already or not? How do you come together? How do you make that together, that beingness together, one life? How do you make that one relationship, one marriage, one being together and spending your time in mutual respect and communication, full connection, relationship? That's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get into it. So, the first idea that I gathered for you when I was thinking about this question, like, what are the best ideas for you to come together? This was the answer that I got in the first place. There is a direct way to the twin flame, and the first thing to keep in mind is to go to a place where there is an established working contact with the consciousness of twin flame union in the harmonious vibration. Yeah, that's true. You can go to many places to learn more about twin flames, and many people talk about it nowadays, that they've heard of the phenomenon, that they long for that phenomenon, that they are on the way to that phenomenon, that they think they have arrived in that phenomenon. But do they truly have that energy field, that vibration that really makes contact, an actual living in the now contact with that harmonious twin flame divine vibration? So that's what you want. That's where you want to go, where that vibration is, because so many people can talk about twin flames, but where is that true? Where is that truly happening? Where is that truly in the divine sort of as a fountain coming out? Um, where is that phenomenon happening? Where is the weather in the right way? That may be a right analogy to say, because we can all talk about things, but the energy and having it, being completely immersed into that state of being that it truly is, yourself as a teacher, and laying the foundation for that in a whole community with like tools and meetings and whatnot. Having that fully grounded into that divine energy is really something else. So look out for that, because this would be a place where your twin flame information would be true and personified, and your information is connected to the actual energy field that it is about, so that it can become true for you, and with ease and with guidance that is true guidance. So I really would look for that community, that teacher with those tools that are fully invested in that true energy. So that can be difficult to find out. So maybe you've got already a teacher somewhere and you see that it's not working out. Well, then maybe you should switch that up, you see. It can be difficult to recognize that when you're not there yet, but I think it's pretty recognizable when you think about a place where you really sort of sense it. It's just coming off of it in like clouds of goodness, and the energy is just palpable. And and it feels attractive in a sort of weird way that doesn't need anything from you. It doesn't ask anything from you. It's purely unconditional. You feel at that place that it's unconditionally giving to you. It's unconditional love. There's no manipulation, there's no agenda behind it. It's just giving you what is the divine channeled information, and also the personal experiences of people that have truly experienced it. And that is just really giving to you. That's, I think, how you recognize that. But that also implies that you've got to know what is sort of abuse and manipulation, and also like needing to get something back from you, or and what is not manipulation and abuse. And sometimes that is unclear for us. So I understand that that can be difficult sometimes. Think about when you are abused as a child, narcissistically abused, for instance, then in later life you will not have a clear concept of what is abuse and what is not. Because you are totally ingrained in this idea that you have been growing up in narcissistic abuse, so that your whole brain and psychology is now sort of filled up with that abuse, but you don't know that, you don't recognize that because you've not known anything different. So that could be sort of the same thing, that you're so ingrained with what it is not really or really not. And you're so unknown to the true thing that it can be hard to recognize. But when you take that into account, that it's hard to recognize sometimes because your concept of, for instance, love is not yet the divine love, because that's what you're longing for, that's what you're going to be transformed into. If you take that in mind, that that is potentially the case for you, then you're one step closer already to recognize correctly where you need to be to get the right thing happening for you, in which community they exude the right thing for you. So yeah, I hope this helped anyway. Let's go to the second idea, how to come together with your twin flame. Another idea is to choose it deeply, do a decree about it, and keep on investing in this desire. I love that, because I really thought about like, but what really makes it happen? What is it that not only keeps it as an idea, but then takes next steps so that the whole idea comes to life inside of your life, so that you really reach it and live it and celebrate it and consume it as a human being with all your human faculties that can consume beautiful relationships, and especially this beautiful union that is unique and here only for you. And that is, you really need to go for it. You really need to go into it. You need to choose it, dive into it, and choose it deeply. Yeah. You need to go into it and invest in it. You need to give into it. So you could give it your time, you could give it effort, learning the correct tools, you can give it money that you spend on coaching. You give that into it and it will come back to you in results. So you need to just go all in. And one of the ideas that is also in point number 2, which I really like, is do a decree about it. We have a beautiful decree for you, and it is in our community on Facebook, and you are so invited to join us there. Go to the description box below. You'll find the link there to our community, which is a Facebook group. And there, once a month, we have the key workshop, and in that workshop we'll teach you how the central twin flame manifestation tool works, and you'll get a taste of how that feels for you. And in that workshop, that is only on donation base, it's completely free for you to access, and only if you feel that you've consumed value, you are invited to donate something back to us that you feel it was worth and that is within your budget. So that's how it works. But that key workshop in which we share the central twin flame tool, that's where we give to you also the twin flame decree. And it's beautiful. It's a way of pronouncing for yourself your divine desire to have it all and have it be complete for you and start to receive it now. And you really state that in a solemn way. That's what a decree does. And I love that. You should do that. I think that is very helpful because it is a way to choose it that really works. And choosing is another idea that was in this second step or second idea to come together with your twin flame. You need to choose it. You have the power to choose it yourself. No one else can make you choose it. No one else can withhold you from choosing to go the twin flame journey until the moment of completion. You can do that yourself, so you're really empowered in that sense. You truly are. You are the only one that can gift it to yourself, that you can choose it. So I would really choose it. I would say the decree and start to feel out what ways feel good to you to start to go all in. Maybe you want to surrender time, effort, money. This will come back to you manifold. So the third idea to come together with your true twin flame is a third step is to love yourself and use the key tool for it. How true is that? You are going to heal yourself into that place where your union will be manifested in the concrete physical world. And healing yourself is done by love, divine love, unconditional love. And guess what? You're not going to wait until someone else is going to give that to you. You're going to give it to yourself. So you're going to love yourself. That is the way to come together with your true twin flame, no matter how you call it. Maybe you call it doing the inner work. Maybe you call it going deeper. Maybe you call it whatever you call it. You're going to love yourself. Where there's pain inside of you, you recognize it and you're going to love yourself exactly there until that feels completed. And then the next part and the next part and the next part until you feel completely loved up by yourself. And this goes for the outer layers and for the inner work layers, for the most subtle layers in you as well. Yeah. And that's why we have the key tool. I already talked about it because we have once a month a free workshop where you can experience it. But this key tool that is designed to love yourself in a very constructive way, in an organized way with 4 steps so that you can never go wrong. You'll always be able to do it. And there are 2 versions that we use as well. You can study these in our Facebook group. So that's why you need to come. You need to join us. So come to us there if you feel so inclined. Yeah. Those are the 3 best ideas I got for you that will bring you together with your true twin flame. And I know this feels pretty complete to me. So yeah, that this really should do it for you. And I hope to see you real soon in the next video. Bye.